Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cilla Black.
And welcome to Surprise Surprise. Well, here we are live again this week. Only this week it's our very last show in the present series. Oh, you can do better than that. Come on. But still, you know, I look forward to Sunday lunches with my kids again. And that reminds me, I must tell you about our Ben. He was kept in after school last week. They showed me, and when I asked him what for, he said, nothing. I said, now come on, Ben, they don't keep you in school for nothing. What did you do? He said, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything, Mum. Our teacher kept me in for something I didn't do. I said, what was that? He said, I didn't do my own work. You know, I could have bashed his nose down to a blackhead. But let's get on with tonight's surprises, and we've got a lot of surprises for you. I don't know whether there's a doctor in the house or not, but I know there's a nursing sister, and her name is Sister Bingham. Where are you, Sister Bingham?
Hello, Cilla.
Hello, you just nearly knocked the microphone. Oh, welcome to the show, Sister Bingham, and you'll be seeing us doing something very surprising with her, or for her, later on. I'm not going to say anything else except there'll be me, there'll be Biggins, and there's a bed. But we've got a most marvellous surprise for Carol Annette's over there. Carol, where are you, love?
Here.
Oh, I look forward to surprising you later on. And you'll be able to see what I get up to at sea, because I'm the only woman there. And there's more. There's more. There's the one and only Christopher Biggins.
I'm fantastic, sir. And interesting you talking about your son at school, you know, reminded me of my school days.
Well, can you remember that far back?
Sure, honestly, how could you have said, oh, they were lovely days, sir. And all the friends I made, I mean, there was Basher and Stinker and Knocker and Scruffy, and those were just the girls. Hey-ho, happy days.
Happy days indeed. Talking about happy days, how many of you remember this?
Yes, that was the signature tune of Britain's first pirate radio station, Radio Caroline, a floating pop station in the Thames estuary. It went on the air 20 years ago and was joined by Radio London, Big L. It's hard to find or believe that before the pirates, there was no regular, non-stop pop broadcasting at all in this country. They really revolutionized radio, and we've managed to Shanghai the original disc jockeys. They're on their way now, appropriately enough, by boat. And here are a few of them.
Well, let's see. Can we see? Oh, yes, and there's the barge, and that's called the Xylonite. Isn't that a lovely name, Biggins?
Beautiful.
Well, we can see the barge, but can we see the DJs? Have we got any DJs there?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we have it. Stew Pot himself, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, Sailor. There are a couple more coming up, Cilla.
Pardon?
I said there are a couple more coming up, I think.
Well, I was beginning to wonder you're not on your own, are you?
No, not me, no. It's not the scurvy. It's them as well. They're behind. Here we have.
Oh, look at that.
See if you can recognise them.
Well, I do indeed.
What?
Look at...
You do?
Yes?
I won't ask you who then.
Well, go and tell me.
This is Johnny
Hello,
Walker.
Ed. How you doing? Hello,
I know.
And over here is Dave Cash.
Hello, Cilla.
Yes. Actually, it took me a bit of time.
Well, 20 years is a long time, you know.
It did take me a bit of time to recognise you, Dave Cash, because I Well, how long have you been wearing glasses, love?
Oh, I can't remember now. It's too long, Chuck.
What memories have you got of your pirate days?
Well, I remember when Jonathan King came to visit us. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
We all had a fire drill, similar to what we went through on this ship. Only we left him up on the front deck for 3 hours.
I can't blame you for that. And what about Johnny Walker? What about you, love? What are your memories?
The one day was when we all lost our trunks. We used to have this pleasure boat come out, and the people would come and see the pirates. And we all dived in to try and swim towards it one day. And the current carried us away. So the pleasure boat captain threw a rope out and towed us back to the Caroline ship. And as we were towed through the water, it removed all our swimming trunks.
Oh!
So,
that would be a sight for sore eyes.
we had to climb out showing it all.
Well, Ed and the lads there, we're going to be coming back to you later on the show a few times because we've got a surprise for you. In the meantime, I'm going to go back to Biggins. What's next, Biggins?
Well, Cilla, when we asked you to write in and tell us about your unsung heroes, we had more letters about one profession than anything else, the nurses. And unfortunately, we can only pay tribute to one, and we've chosen Sister June Bingham of the Southwestern Hospital, Stockwell. Now, Sister Bingham has been looking after long-term patients for 20 years and is so devoted to them that she has refused promotion to stay with them. Now, we found out that she was trying to raise money to take her patients on a trip to the seaside. So Cilla and I decided to surprise her by doing something practical to help.
Biggins, you look absolutely beautiful. What have you come at?
I'm sorry, Cilla, I can't hear you.
I said you look daft. What have you come at?
I've come as Doctor at Large.
Doctor Who?
He'll do.
Actually, why we're here today, we've come to give a nice surprise to a very special lady. So, Biggins, let's go and find her. Excuse me, Sister Bingham. Sister Bingham, what do you want us to do?
We want you to help to sponsor our bed push, to help the patients raise money for their comforts.
For your bed push?
Yes.
Well, where's the nightie? Because I'm ready for bed.
I bet I'm going to push.
Oh, look at this.
I thought as much. Oh, you look
Do
very
you think
nice.
this style will ever come back? Oh, look out. Oh, my God.
Follow up this way.
Oh, doctor. Oh, a little bit lower, doctor.
We're exhausted, aren't we, girls?
I'm not that heavy.
What we need is reinforcements. Well done, girls. Onward! Get your money out. Here we are.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, yeah. Now, why should he give us any money?
What did you get? Come on, get in the bed. Oh, hush.
Are you sure, Cilla?
Yes.
Oh!
I'll show you how it's really done.
Thank you.
Wow, he's such a baby. Come on, girls. I'd just like to say a very big thank you to Sister Bingham and all the staff, and indeed all our nurses all over the country, wherever you are, because we all think you're doing a smashing job, don't we?
We certainly do. Well, Cilla, how much did we raise that day?
How much did we raise?
Yes.
£750.
Very good.
Not bad.
I'll make a nice holiday, that.
Yes,
No, it's
not bad for a couple of hours in bed, Biggins.
Oh. Very true.
I was determined to get that line in.
Quite right, too. Now get over to the phone numbers game. Right.
Is that what we are doing
Yes,
now?
it's time for the phone numbers game. Now, you should have a square like this, divided into 25 smaller squares with the letters P-H-O-N-E across the top, and the last 5 figures of your telephone number, including the dialing code, down the left-hand side. Now, if you haven't got a phone, use the telephone number of somebody in your immediate family. Now, here are this week's free squares that can count towards your winning line. There's our usual middle square, then the second square under E, next the top square under H, and lastly the fourth square under P. Now remember, you need a line of 5 squares with the correct answers in them, either down, across, or diagonally. Right, Cilla, it's over to you.
Oh, yes, it is indeed, Biggins, and I've handpicked myself. This week, for the very first time in this series, I've handpicked my very own cube puller. And you've got to admit I've got taste, haven't I? Yes. What's your name, Chuck?
Martin Ralph.
Martin Ralph. Where are you from, Martin?
Folkestone, or Etching Hill near Folkestone.
Pardon, Etching Hill?
Near Folkestone.
Near Folkestone. Well, welcome to the show, Martin. Would you like... Where's the bag gone?
Yeah.
Oh, it's there. Could you shake it up and pull a cube, please?
Yeah.
And it says under there, speed up. EO!
So if you've got EO on your paper, write the answer to this question in that square. And if you've got 2 EOs, you can only put your answer in 1 square. Now, here's your first question. In which sport are the teams Eagle and Birdie used? More cubes, Cilla.
Well, I must remind everybody that you must keep your ears and eyes open because we can't repeat any of these questions. More cubes, Martin. That was quick. 08.
So, 08, what was the name of the ship on which these 2 characters served? More cubes, Cilla.
More cubes, Martin. Diving in there like Father Christmas, isn't it? H9.
N.
All right, N for naughty.
Very naughty, Cilla. N9. Now, in which street does the Chancellor of the Exchequer live? More cubes.
More cubes, Martin. I need my eyes tested, don't I? What?
EO again.
Oh, yes, EO again. EO.
EO again. Now, which girl's name is mentioned in the title of this song? I will have more cubes for you later. Now, as soon as you get a winning line of 5, ring us on 018349090. But only ring if you've got a winning line. And the first one to get through wins our surprise prize. How are the boys getting on, Cilla?
Well, let's go and find out. Are you there, Ed?
Yes, I'm here. Hello, Cilla.
Hello, Ed.
Well, don't panic. In nautical terms, we're just turning about at the moment, and the old skipper here is getting a bit agitated because I'm going to get knocked in the head by the boom. But otherwise, it's wonderful.
But I want to know where exactly...
Go right in between you, son.
Oh, is it? Oh, this is...
Where are you abouts of
Well,
the River Thames?
We're very near Tower Bridge, and, you know, we're not too far away, actually, Cilla, from Tower Bridge.
I see. Well, I hope you're standing by to repel boarders. That's nautical.
Repel
But
boarders.
nice. Repel boarders. Have a look at that launch somewhere over there. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Can you see who's on that launch?
Not at the moment. I can't see the launch. Oh! The blunt end or the sharp end, Cilla?
Well,
There they are. Oh, yes.
You've got a few more mates joining you, a few more DJs
I'm trying to
joining
spot
you.
them.
I think that looks like Tony Blackburn.
I can see Tony Blackburn's teeth.
You're right.
I can see Keith Hughes' nose, but who am I to talk? Who's that in between them?
That looks like Tony Brandon.
Tony
Yeah.
Brandon. Out of the way, Tony. All right. Hello, sailor. All right.
And that's Keith Hughes you've got there.
Yeah. Well, Keith Hughes has come down from somewhere up in the Midlands, Radio Hallam, I think. He's up there nowadays. But here they are. Keep rowing, lads. Keep rowing.
Well, you're all going to have a party on there.
Oh, yeah.
Come down and join us, darling.
I'd love to. I've been
gonna be
stuck
a
in the
riot.
studio all day.
Watch Tony
keeping out
Blackburn
the
go in
sun.
the water, now.
Oh, doesn't Tony look well? Tony Blackburn.
Hello, Blackie.
Well, while they're doing their little bit reunion, having a little laugh, we're going to continue with our show here in the studio. We'll be back to them later. What's next, Biggins?
Well, it's you, Cilla, and you're all at sea, if you pardon the expression.
Of course, just like the lads up there.
Exactly.
Yes, they sent me out to an oil rig. Did you know that, Biggins?
I did.
Yeah, they sent me out there to do a special reunion with two lads that I hadn't seen, two brothers, in fact, that hadn't seen each other for 18 years. And just because they know I ate flying, oh, I ate flying. Guess how I got there? Yeah, you
I
guessed
can imagine.
it. Have a look at this. Oh, hey, that landing pad looks ever so small. Why is it always me that has to have the helicopter rides? Well, just as long as nobody guesses what I'm really here for. Oh, gosh. Oh, wait, don't like all that one. Hello? I'm Cilla. Oh, and a nice dress as well. I'm Cilla, and who are you?
Sandy McPherson.
Sandy. Well, Sandy, you're going to be looking after me today?
For a short time, yeah.
For a short time. Well, it's ever so noisy on there. Can we go somewhere and have a nice, lovely cup of tea?
Oh, okay then, come with me.
I've hardly arrived, and already they're wondering what the surprise is. So maybe a tour of the platform to meet the lads will keep them all guessing. Right. I've seen you before. You were just outside the ladies, weren't you?
That's me, Cilla, yes.
Well, now, Sandy, I can actually hear myself think. Where's my cup of tea?
You like a cup of tea?
Oh,
Certainly.
yes, please.
There we go. We have something here for it. You go with it?
Cheers. What's that?
How about that?
Oh, isn't that You wouldn't believe it. They've even got a greenhouse down there. Hello, Les.
Hi there, lovely. How you doing?
I'm very well. Now, listen, you are the manager of this rig, aren't you?
Yep.
And, well, I didn't know. Is this a perk of the job? A greenhouse on a rig?
Well, no, it's self-sufficiency.
Well, what are you growing in here?
Well, there's tomatoes, there's cucumbers, there's capsicums, and
Capsicums?
Of course, capsicum.
Hey, Sandy, talk about upstairs and downstairs. Can you explain whereabouts are we now? Where are we?
Right at the bottom there, almost.
What do you mean right at the bottom?
Well, they're coming out much slower.
Oh. Hello, lads. Give it a go, on it. Give it a go.
Where you like, do you want me to stop?
Oh, you'll have to stop first. But not too fast, not that fast.
Right, go on.
Just pretend that we're going for a walk in Stanley Park.
Yeah.
You're not gonna put it on fast, are you? You know, I'm no woman now, you know, I can't. What do you do? Any tips?
Just
Nearly killed him. Can I keep hold of this? Or is it
No, you press the start,
Yeah.
and then you press the plus until you start walking.
You just press the start. Oh! Oh, it's a funny feeling, isn't it?
Yeah. You have to press it a little bit harder now.
No, why? No, no, please. Don't. Mother. Oh, no, no. It's too fast for me. Hello, somebody told me that there were the birds up here. Is it a real bird with paws and everything?
Oh, no. They really call us roughnecks. We work on the rig floor, maintaining most of the equipment. We work up the derrick.
I'm a bit worried about that fire up there. I mean, what is it for? What is it?
Well, the fire is it's burning all the excess gas off.
Ooh, it's Chilly Willy. When are you going home?
Today, actually.
Today?
Yes.
Am I going with you?
No, later, I hope.
What do you mean later on? That's not nice, Sandy. Oh, poor Sandy. He didn't get off before me because the surprise was for him. On this helicopter is Sandy's brother Duncan, who's flown all the way from New Zealand. Now, the brothers haven't seen each other since Duncan was 8 years old. Will Sandy recognise him? Well, Sandy, my helicopter's arrived, as you can see. And I'd just like to say a very big thank you to you for showing me around the rig all day and for showing me a few surprises. I've certainly seen the surprises. What with the cake down below. I think it's only fair that we give you a little surprise now.
What's that now? Come on.
Well, I'll give you a couple of clues. Do you recognise this fella? That's the first clue. That was taken at Heathrow Airport. There's the second as well. That was taken a few hours ago in Aberdeen.
My young brother from New Zealand.
That's right. It is your brother.
My young brother, yeah.
Your young brother. And he's flown all the way over from New Zealand just to say hello.
Hello, Doctor. How are you doing? Very good.
And we've got Duncan and Sandy McPherson sitting in the audience there. I can see you now, lads. It's lovely to see you again. Give us a wave. And look, Biggins, there's our boat coming up. It's our barge, the Xylanite, coming up the River Thames there, approaching. Oh.
Tower Bridge.
Tower Bridge. Which we're going to have especially open just for
Oh,
them.
hello, Cilla.
Whoa.
What's this thing? Very
Look
fishy
what the
here.
wind's blowing in from the Isle of Wight, burning Clifton.
Heel. Come on, if you don't behave, I'll put you down that chip shop and put you in that gutter.
I'm not going in that gutter.
And if you're worried now, wait till you see the size of the chips.
I ate crinkly chips. They divert the vinegar. See you in a couple of minutes. Biggins, have you ever seen a man-eating shark?
No, but last night I saw a man eating chicken.
After that, I'm going to go and see where our outside broadcast cameras are. And we should say hello to Ed again. Are you there, Edward?
We're here just. We came under Tower Bridge just now, Cilla.
Yes, we quickly saw that.
And I've been a bit suspicious with all these life jackets on. I don't know why they're giving these to us. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise, they say.
Well, don't you recognise those blokes that are around you there?
Yeah, well, this fella here, I'm sure I recognise. I think it's Mr. Fitch, isn't it? From Malta?
Well, it is. I'll tell you exactly who it is.
Something going on here I'm not too sure about.
I'll tell you, Ed. It's Dennis Fitch and Bob Kemp of the Walton and Frinton lifeboat.
That's right, and they rescued us a few times.
They did. They went on mercy missions to you back in the 70s on those pirate ships of yours. And why they're there to help you get to the studios on time, because we expect to see you here, you know.
Oh, what's in the studio?
Yes.
Oh, good, we're swimming.
No, you're all getting in that dinghy there, I hope.
Yeah, well,
And they're there to get you here on time. You see, they've taken time off from their centenary celebrations to be with you.
Thank you. All right, we'll see you in a minute, Ursula.
I hope so. See you later. What's next, Biggins?
Well, I hope they don't get too wet, because now it's time for our phone numbers game again. Now, just to remind you, the phone number to ring is 018349090. And you've got until 9 o'clock to ring us. Now, more cubes, Cilla.
More cubes, Martin. Oh, yeah, that's so good to me. Oh, sorry, I spit all over you there. P8.
P8, right. Who was known as the lady with the lamp? More cubes, Cilla.
More cubes, Martin. Oh, gosh. H-O.
Which English castle is this? And pull the last cube, Cilla.
Well, before... Oh, keep hold of it. Keep hold... Have you got hold of that cube?
Yeah.
You sure? Because you see, I hope nobody saw it at home, because I got into trouble the other week, you see, because this is where... Because as I picked you myself with my very own hands, I've got to say a very big thank you to you for coming on the show, because I think he's been a smashing cube puller, don't you? Thank you. Let's have that final cube. And here it is. E8.
E8. So if you've got E8 at home, how many Dalmatians were there in the Disney film? And here's your bonus question. You can put the answer to in any square you like to complete a winning line. And the question is, which American state is mentioned in the title of this song? Right, that's the end of our phone numbers game for this week. Good luck, and we're waiting for your winners' calls. Now it's time to meet the winner of last week's phone number game. But firstly, the runners-up were Susan Buchan from London and Paula Bourne from the Isle of Wight, who both win portable TV sets.
Yes? Oh, nice. Very kind audience tonight, aren't they? When you ever course for you. And I've got the winner sitting right next to me here. Her name is Mrs. Ann Jones. She's from Salford up there in Lancashire. Welcome to the show.
I was born in the north, you know, Cilla.
You were?
I was born in Oldham. Told 'em Oldham.
Where's your accent gone?
Well, I lost it amongst a few other things.
Well, don't worry about it, Chuck, because you can't hold what you haven't got in your hand. That wasn't in it, rehearsal. Now, and I bet you're dying to hear what your surprise prize is. Yes. You don't sound too enthusiastic, look.
I thought I knew.
Well, you did, though, but we've had a little bit extra. You have got a trip of a lifetime. Can you guess where you're going?
No.
Go on, have a guess.
Blackpool.
Actually, you're not that far out. You're not that far out, but we're going to show you exactly where you've won this trip. And Biggins, you did a quick record, didn't you?
I certainly did. Have a look at this, see if you like it. Hello, Biggins at large here. Well, it's holiday time, and I expect you'll be thinking of wonderful places to go, like the Seychelles, Hawaii, the Bermudas. But, surprise, surprise, it's taking you to the new in-place, the Rossendale Valley. Yes, it's the perfect place for skiing. I can't wait to have a go. And, of course, it's much, much nearer than Austria. My God, it's faster than you think. I'm going to go right into that girl.
No, you'll be fine.
No, I'm going to go right into her. Après-ski is well catered for in this delightful bar. There's nothing like a lovely cocktail after a hard day on the piste. Now, what shall I have? A black beer and raisin wine? Or a sarsaparilla? Or what about a blood tonic? No, I think I'll have a sarsaparilla, please, Bob.
Sarsaparilla, OK, then. Still as good as it was in 1897.
1897, that was a good year.
There we are, 1920.
Thanks, Bob.
very much.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, and the nice thing is the prices are very much the same as at home. Delicious. Eating out is relatively straightforward, with a good range of restaurants to choose from. But you might like to be a little adventurous and try the local delicacies, like these black puddings. Look, a match set. Our two-centre holiday moves on to Wigan, where nowadays the street beachwear is allowed even in the centre of town. If it's raining in Wigan, don't despair. You can go inside and ask a very old lady to go through her paces. She's 77, she's called Helen, and she's still giving a steamy performance because she's got steam heat, she's got steam heat. A holiday in industrial Lancashire is not all sun, ski and hard work. No, you can relax by the waterside and visit the most famous pier in the world, Wigan Pier. Yes, it does exist, And here it is. It may not look like a pier to you, but it is. And as you can see, the local council have not put slot machines and amusement arcades, so you can really relax. Oh, it's lovely here.
What did you think of Biggins in that outfit? That lovely... I loved you in your swimming costume.
I'll lend it to you, Cilla. You can wear it at Great Yarmouth.
Bobby and me'll get in that as well. But Anne, you've got... Is that tears of emotion? Or are you sorry to go there, or what? What is it? But that's not all, Anne, because you see, we've arranged with the North West Tourist Board for you and any member of your family to have free skiing lessons. And there's more. Also, for you and your husband, we've arranged a big slap-up meal at a 5-star restaurant near Wigan, not in Wigan itself. Mind you, all of these are extra bonuses, as you know, as you said before, because that wasn't your real surprise, was it? Mm-hmm. No, it was for your daughter, Julie. And your daughter, Julie's sitting out there in the audience. Where are you, Julie? Oh, Julie, you've got a smashing mother. Because when we asked her what she wanted for her surprise, she said, oh, can you give it to our Julie? Because she wants the very latest in hi-fi. And Julie, you've got that.
Lovely.
Yeah, nice. Did you enjoy that, Anne? Oh, smashing. All glossy-eyed she is. What's next, Biggins?
Well, we're going to take you away because your husband, we've got a lovely, luscious bird for your husband, and we've got someone special with you to go out, and I think they're round the corner any minute now.
Yes, you've got absolutely a very handsome man for you.
Yes.
And a beautiful bird for you.
Come on, Anne, let's go on the town. Look, come on. Easy now. Quick as you can. See you later. Bye.
I wonder where the disc jockeys are, Cilla.
Well, they should be arriving just now. They'll be arriving, in fact, in a couple of minutes. So we'll take a break and see them later. See you then. Surprise, surprise. And have we got a surprise for you now? Because at this very moment in Rio de Janeiro, England's football team is playing against Brazil. So let's go over to Jimmy Rosenthal to see how we're doing over there. Hope we're doing right. Hello, Jimmy, are you there?
Yes, Cilla, I'm here. We're not doing too badly. We've been playing just over 6 minutes, and already Peter Shilton has made one very good save, but it's 0-0 at the moment. England in the white shirts, and you can see them defending a fairly dangerous situation now from Brazil wearing the yellow. Of course, Brazil in one of the most famous stadiums in the world. Let's just see what's going to happen here. A little curling free kick, and there's Shilton down again. Good old Schultz doing the business there at the back of the fence, and you get the impression he's going to be a fairly busy man tonight, because it's a great test, this, for a very young, experimental England side against the Brazilians, who are so strong there. We've never actually beaten them in Rio de Janeiro. At least we've made a very respectable start indeed. The temperature, in case you're wondering if they've got a heat wave over there, it's about the same as it's been all over Britain today, around about 75 degrees. That's Ray Wilkins in midfield, one of the few players who's played in South America before. But no goals yet. Of course, you can see the second half live with us at 9:10. And after just over 7 minutes, it's 0-0, Cilla.
Well, Jimmy, are there many English fans over there?
Well, we caught sight of one or two. They certainly made, one or two have made the long trip to Rio, obviously going to enjoy themselves over there and hopefully enjoy the game. So England aren't all alone out there. There are one or two Union Jacks fluttering, and England on the attack with Kenny Sampson at the moment, and they're continuing to make a very respectable start.
Well, Jimmy, as you said before, we'll be able to see the second half of the match live after our show with Brian Moores. Thanks a lot for bringing us the news anyway. Oh, wait, Biggins.
Get that phone,
Hang on. Oh, Martin, I think we've got a winner. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, and it's a lady, Biggins. Congratulations, you've won our phone numbers game.
Thanks very much, Cilla.
Can you tell us your name?
It's Nancy Jones.
Oh, Nancy with the laughing eyes.
That's it, everybody says that.
Oh, do I've just joined everybody else. I'm so boring, Nancy. Nancy, where do you live?
I live in Walthamstow.
Oh,
in
not
London.
That's not far from our house.
Whereabouts are you?
Oh, I live in Buckinghamshire.
Oh, you're only just up the road then.
Oh, you'll have to come and have a cup of tea. Well, Nancy, they're giving me the wind-up. I'd love to invite you on the show next week, but as you know, we haven't got one next week. But we'll find out what your special surprise is, and it'll be with you in a couple of days. All right, love?
Lovely. Thanks very much, Cilla. It's been a pleasure watching your programme, believe you me.
Oh, thank you. Thanks a lot, Nancy. Ta-ra. Bye-bye. Ta-ra. Isn't that nice?
Well, isn't that lovely? I can hear those disc jockeys from Radio Caroline, so let's welcome them. Here they are. Good to see you. Hello, nice to see you. How are you? Nice to see you. Come and sit down.
Hi, how are you?
Can you sit down?
Nice
Hello.
to see you. Will you all
Good to see
sit
you.
in tonight? Please have a seat. Oh, lad. Where are you going to sit, Dave? Yeah, come there. Anywhere you want. Oh, yes, there's a seat back there.
Cilla, how do you get these off? We can't get them off.
I
They're very
don't
tight.
know, but they're on, you see, that you've got them, I think, underneath your crutch, haven't you?
What are you talking about? It's very difficult. It's marble.
Well, welcome to the show, lads. It's lovely to see you in the flesh, and Tony Brandon's there.
Hello,
and
Cilla.
they're all because I couldn't really see you properly on the boat there. Did you have a good day? Good. Did you have a good day on the boat?
Lovely, yeah.
You've all caught the sun.
Yeah,
Got a little bit of sunburn, Tony.
No makeup for us, though.
We're going to see a little photograph of you now.
Yes.
How you used to...
Isn't that wonderful?
I don't believe it.
What are you laughing at, Tony Brandon? There's an even worse one of you. But Tony, you look so angelic there. Can you explain?
I know. Well, I mean, you know, living out on the North Sea by yourself.
Yes.
Nothing else to do out there, really.
And what were you doing in 1964, Biggins? I mean,
What do you mean, what was I doing?
Well, how did you look?
Well, I was quite young then, really, Cilla.
Yeah. Well, we've got a surprise for you. You've been doing it to me all series.
You haven't.
Yes, I've rated your snapshot album, and I've got a photograph of you playing the dying man in Romeo and Juliet. Yes, and that's not all, because he goes from Shakespeare straight to pantomime. And this is where he plays a very cool cop. Now let's see you carry on after that.
Oh, listen, what were you doing in 1964?
I just asked you that.
What was top? What would you think was top of the pops in 1964, this month, June?
Well, it's got to be the Beatles, hasn't it, love?
No, Cilla, it was you singing You're My World.
What?
You boo. And I've got another question for you.
What is this, Mastermind or
I've
something?
started, so I'll finish. Who was creeping up in the top 20? It was about number 20 at that particular stage. Do you know?
Pass. Tony Blackburn. Because you did. You had all those hits, didn't you?
Well, no, it was a little bit later, actually. It was about 1969.
Well, not
I had one hit.
But in fact, in this particular case, it was Freddy and the Dreamers, and he's here tonight, Mr. Freddy Garrity.
Oh.
Gosh, Cilla Black! I knew you when you were white. Oh, Biggins!
How are you?
Oh, welcome to the show, Freddy. Oh, what is this song that he keeps talking about? What was creeping up the charts then? What was it called?
It was called I Love You Baby, baby.
Oh, I remember that.
God, somebody does.
I do, and we're all dying to hear it. Now, I love you, baby.
That's it?
Yes.
Do you know
want it? What?
I must tell you, that particular record, it sold 350,000 copies.
Did it really?
I've got them in the shed at home.
Does he look weird without a life jacket?
He looks ever so well. Are you going to sing that song for us now?
Shall I do that for
Oh,
you?
please do.
Off I go to Butlins.
And listen, lads, we've got another little surprise for you. you because, you know, you played all those records and made us girls dance like mad.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, well, now we're going to turn the tables on you because it's about time you had a dance to Freddy's song. Come on, let's bring all the girls. Leave your life jackets on. You have to go over there. A very big thank you to Freddy and the Dreamers over there, especially our DJs for coming up the barge on the river, and not forgetting our dancers as well. Didn't they do well? Yes. And now it's time to meet it once again, Carol Annette from Cinderford, near Gloucester. Carol, would you like to come down and join us, please?
Nice to see you.
Please sit down, Carol. Actually, I must tell you, Carol here wrote us a very, very touching letter, didn't you, Carol? Well, I thought it was, because it was about your family, wasn't it? You were trying to get in touch with your long-lost brother, Nigel. Is that right?
Yes.
Well, let me start at the beginning. You see, 1969, Carol's mum and dad both died within 6 months of each other, leaving 6 children between the ages of 4 and 14, yes?
Yes.
And then you had 2 older stepbrothers who already left home, hadn't you?
They have.
But the 6 of you were split amongst different foster parents and children's homes, and then 6 years went by before any of you met again. And one of your sisters, Janet, has gone to live in America, but the others are here tonight. The stepbrothers, Jimmy and Robert, plus Jean and Jeffrey and Michael.
Must have been, because you traced all these lot, didn't you?
Yes.
All except for one.
Yes.
And that was your baby brother, Nigel,
yes.
wasn't it? Oh, yes. And you wrote in your letter that you remembered you used to bath him and that he had a shock of red hair.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's right.
And then you lost trace of him when he went to be fostered by a bank manager and his wife.
Yeah.
And they lived in Pembrokeshire.
So that's where we took over, and you wrote to us after you saw our first 2 shows and asked if we could help. Well, we started some detective work, and we found out that Nigel joined the army when he was 16. He's now a private in the Royal Hampshire Regiment, and he's serving in Berlin. But he's flown here to be with you tonight after 15 years, your baby brother, Nigel.
Yeah, so please sit down, Nigel. Oh, away, have you got... Nigel, Be on, sweetheart. We have got one more surprise for you. Yes, we have, but before that surprise, Biggins is going to tell us about it.
Yes, well, you remembered I said that one of your sisters, Janet, married an American and went to live in Maryland. Well, to finally complete the family circle after all those years, she's flown from America today. So come on, Mrs. Janet Lucero.
Well, Nigel, how does it feel being back with all your family again?
Great.
Oh, dear, there's a lot of tears about, I can... Yes, and you're the head of the family, aren't you? Have you missed them? Obviously, you have missed them all. And don't you think Carol has done a marvellous job?
Absolutely.
Yes. And your hanky's going to be soaking wet.
Certainly is. I shall be back here for Janet, I think.
Tell me, Carol, how did you manage to trace everybody except Nigel?
Well, I knew roughly where they were, and when I went down to Wales, I met up with Geoffrey and Michael again. I knew where Jimmy was, and Robert. And I met up with Jean then a few months later, and then, well, that was us then, together. Yeah. And Janet, Janet was in care at the time, but I managed to get hold of her.
Well, we've been keeping Nigel away from you all day. I saw you in the makeup room. Not that you needed any makeup, Nigel, but we had a little chat, and you're in the army, and I said, how are you enjoying it in Berlin? And what did you say, Nigel?
Not really.
You actually said that you were going to buy yourself out.
Well, I don't think I have to now, but I will be leaving this year.
You will? And what are you going to do after the army?
I don't really know yet, to see what comes on.
Well, you'll be able to see your Carol, indeed all your family, a lot more, won't you?
Yes.
Yes, isn't that nice?
Lovely.
It's lovely, indeed it is. And they're all dying to see you. They're all dying to clutch you and everything. Especially, look at your sister. Everything. Have you got any special question you'd like to ask Nigel?
Just give him a big kiss.
Well, what are you waiting for? Come over. You're the only one who has it. Ladies and gentlemen, what makes it even more extra special is that Nigel is 21 today. Congratulations, Nigel. When you found a love that's lost its way, oh, that's a nice surprise. And when you don't know what's in store today, that might bring surprise. It's the greatest feeling in the world, nobody denies. Surprise, surprise. The unexpected hits you between the eyes. The unpredictable, that's the surprise you see. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. It's the greatest feeling nobody denies. It's laughter, love, and joy in disguise. The unpredictable, that's the surprise you see. Surprise, surprise. Well, ladies and gentlemen, everybody's sitting at home. We've come to the end of the show. Indeed, it's the end of our series. So I'd like to say a very big thank you to everybody who's taken part, especially my very big mate, Biggins.
Well, it's very, very sad, isn't it, Cilla?
Well, it is. It is. Very sad. What will you be doing after this?
Well, I thought I'd go and do my paper round again.
Well, until we meet again, say good night, Biggins.
Good night, Biggins.
Good night, everybody.
As Cilla said, that was the last in the present series of Surprise, Surprise. Next Sunday at 7:45, some more classic moments from the American Candid Camera.